Welcome to the Minute Science channel. The age-old question that looms inside the human mind is, why do we get old? From every stage of human life, be it from childhood to adulthood, and then growing up from adulthood to the old age, in every stage of life, the cell growth never stops inside a body. Every time, one or the other cell keeps on dividing. But when we get old, the cell division inside a body slows down and the immune system also weakens and we get sick. So after growing old, the cell division weakens and no new cells are produced inside the body. So if we zoom in a little bit at the cellular level, we can see that the cell division inside our body is responsible for growth and repair. Cells inside the body replicate and make copies of themselves. The cell division process not only replicates the cell body but also its genetic material, which is the DNA. The division of DNA inside makes copies of itself, and DNA is divided inside the cell in a semi-conservative manner, where one strand of the parent DNA makes the first copy of the DNA, whereas the other strand of the parent DNA makes the second copy of the resultant replicated DNA. Inside the human cell, DNA replication takes place inside a fork-like structure, and in this fork-like structure, one strand is divided continuously and the other strand inside the DNA replication process replicates in a discontinuous manner, and this discontinuous manner leads to DNA being divided as fragments. Inside the human cell, the DNA is very long if stretched open, about 2 meters in length, but the cell, which is very tiny, is only in micrometers of size. So this long DNA is to be packaged inside the human cell using some special proteins, and the packing proteins of the cell are called as histones. These histones are special kind of proteins that bind to the DNA, and after binding to them, they package the DNA into a structure called as a chromosome. Inside the human cell, the DNA is packaged into the structure called as a chromosome. So if we define the term chromosome, it will always be a type of a packaged DNA. There are about 46 total chromosomes inside the human cell, or 23 paired chromosomes. The central part of the chromosome is called as a centromere, whereas the terminal ends of the chromosome are called as telomeres. These telomeres are very special as they are also called as the end caps of the chromosome and structurally prevent the chromosome from physical damage. The telomeres are basically made up of repetitive DNA, and this repetitive DNA is a structural DNA and does not contain any genes. Here, small DNA repeat sequences are repeated multiple times, and these provide structure and bulk to the chromosomes. The DNA replication that happens inside the cell happens where the one strand, also called as a leading strand, is replicated in a continuous manner, whereas the lagging strand is replicated as fragments. And after the primer is removed at the end of DNA replication, some overhangs are created, which results in the shortening of chromosomes. So after every cell division, the size of telomeres shorten. To protect the chromosome from losing all the telomeres, a special enzyme is used by the cell called as a telomerase enzyme. Telomerase enzyme adds up telomeres after cell division, so that even after shortening of telomere, lost part is recovered by the function of this enzyme. Telomerase protects the ends of chromosomes against loss and damage. But the problem is that all what is lost is not recovered. The loss surpasses what is gained after the action of telomerase enzyme. So after successive cell divisions, the telomeres reduces to the point that the loss of genes from DNA takes place and the chromosome also loses its structure and cell division cannot proceed and the cell dies. The slowing down of cell growth is old age in humans. The cells during childhood have very long telomeres and survive till the old age where the cell division slows down. This process of aging and getting old is hard-coded inside our DNA and cannot be reversed until we find a way to slow or reverse the loss of telomeres from the chromosomes after every cell division. Maybe one day humans will find a way to stop this loss and become immortal beings and stop aging forever. Please like my video, share it with your friends, and do subscribe to my channel for further videos, and also give me some ideas for further videos in the comment box down below. And don't miss to press the bell icon for further notifications of my videos.